WCSM's General Store is recorded at 70X7 Studios. WCSM is brought to you by Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center. Christine Flynn, your local farmer's insurance agent. For Good Reasons Roofing, your hometown roofing specialist. The AME Group, for all your technology and computer needs. And by Sanders Insurance, your independent insurance experts. And now, WCSM's General Store crew.
Well, hello. It's WCSM's General Store. And this is the first Friday. We're kicking off December. Is this crazy?
It is crazy.
It is.
How in the world did this year go so fast?
And that's exactly right. That's exactly right, because this was the first week that we did the show last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first week of December.
Wow.
It's been a year?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it has been.
How long do you think it's been for all of us? I mean, that's,
Well,
we've been together now, what?
21 years.
Because we know that because
We'd been in the radio. Well, Garrett's
Right,
21.
right.
But we'd
Yeah.
been on radio for 20 years. And then, and now we've done this for a year.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Still going?
And we still like each other. That's really
There you go.
Speak for
the
yourself.
miracle. Well, we can pretend we like each other
I think-
very well.
For the
I think,
show.
I think
Right.
love is the word.
Oh, yeah.
Love each other.
That's what gets
We do
families.
love each other.
That's what gets
We don't
families.
like each other,
That's
but
right.
we love each
There
other.
it
Right.
is. There it is. So
Yeah, that's amazing. I can't
Yeah.
believe it's been a year. Yeah, so we've got, 30 days until the new year.
yeah. So what is this? Is this episode 50 then? Is that right? 49.
I
Okay.
think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So,
49, I think.
Wow.
But yeah, it's crazy.
It
Well,
is. It is.
I'm sorry. We
Let
apologize.
us revel just a little bit
We
in that,
didn't
folks.
and we didn't realize it kind of crept up on us.
Right.
So the older you get, the faster it goes. That's
what I hear.
So just remember that. And if you're our age, you already know that. But my kids are starting to learn that. I mean, and they're young. I don't think I realized that when I was their age. Garrett and Griffin are 21 and 19. I didn't realize how quickly time passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Totally.
both my boys, Griffin says it a lot. It's like, man, it's going so fast. I'm like, you hang on to your hat
So
because
true.
it gets even worse, goes even
So
faster.
true. It's just your perception of time, you know, because he's 20,
Griffin's 19 now.
19. Okay. So on a 19-year scale, that's how he knows time.
Right.
You know, we're all
Right.
on our, we won't mention what our scale
No.
is, but it's a different perception.
It's hefty.
It's just, it's going crazy. I mean, it seems like the weeks are going faster. and
Faster.
Yeah. So
Well, as they always say, I've got one foot in the grave. I'm 59.
Wow.
what?
You are old.
So
Get
I'm
your
old.
foot out of there. What are you doing?
Somebody drag me out of there, would you?
What's wrong with you?
Hey, let's say
You're just starting.
thank you to some of our top fans, some good old boys and good old girls.
Yes.
Faith Campbell on an 11-week streak.
She's killing it.
All right.
Man, she's on it too.
She is.
She's on it with the, especially with the trivia. So,
Yes. Yes.
Faith was always a really good listener at the radio station,
Oh, nice.
and she'd bring us snacks and surprise us with
Aw.
stuff. She's a really good person. Danny Chitwood, also 10-week streak. John Baker, the mayor of Steinsville. Yeah, John's a wonderful friend to all of us.
And a plethora of history, sports information.
Oh, I mean,
He's got it all.
Yeah.
He really does. He
Yeah.
could really travel with a bunch of that stuff that he
And you know, he used to portray Otis.
That's right.
Yes.
Did you see some?
You're right,
He posted
yes.
some pictures
Yes.
recently on his Facebook page.
That's right. And his brother Steve
Yes, yep.
was Andy.
Yes. Yeah. And they both are wonderful singers and would perform a lot
That's right. That's
too.
right.
Jackie Ratz, Evans McGinn, Debbie Taylor, Fritzy Phillips. Fritzy and I she gave the boys their first haircuts. So I cut it at home for a while,
Yeah.
and then Griffin's hair was so curly, I was like, I got to quit.
Yeah.
So I took him to Fritzy. Fritzy still cuts Garrett's hair to this day. She's been cutting his hair since he was probably 5, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Rena K. Westfall, Valinda Laird, she goes to church with us, Arlena Jackson, Robert Lutz, Velma Bland, Kathy Kelly, John Hooker, Aaron Raper,
Never heard of him.
and Missy Panko. There you go. Just some of our top fans. Some good old boys and good old girls. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We love interacting with you and engaging with you on our Facebook page. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube and also on Spotify. You can find audio on Spotify, and you can also watch the video on YouTube. We would encourage you to grab that YouTube link and maybe fire it off in some text messages to friends or through Messenger or whatever, and say, hey, check this show out. I really enjoy watching it. And if you do enjoy watching it.
Or just say we're halfway decent, maybe.
Yeah,
Whatever. We'll take
and
that.
if you don't like it, don't tell anybody. That's so Lloyd Wood.
Lloyd Wood.
I steal his jokes every chance I get.
They work.
They're good.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna throw this out here to you guys. Bill, I'm gonna start with you.
Uh-oh.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
You are
Oh, yeah.
always?
For the most part, a little bit. We've had cats in the past, but I've never warmed up to them very well.
Really? Even did you ever have cats like when you were little? Mm-hmm. Did you like them then?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't? No?
Not really.
Now, why don't you like cats?
They're just lazy. You can't teach them anything. They just kind of lay there and they eat and then go back and lay down. That kind of gets old.
Yeah.
You can teach a dog to do something.
Yeah. But can you teach an old dog new tricks?
Very seldom.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have dogs now?
Got one, a little Boston Terrier.
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't know you had a Boston.
Yeah.
They're funny little dogs.
We rescued him. He's got a name. His name is Below.
Below?
Mm-hmm, like below your feet.
Yes.
So
Underfoot.
now when he gets under your feet, which is
Quite
where else is he going to be?
Well,
See, Perry gets mad at my dog.
The dog has a lawyer right here. I mean,
Yes, I'm his advocate. Yes, because Perry does this. It's like that. Where else is she going to be? Harper is going to be on the floor at your feet, Perry. So you have. That's
Okay.
not her fault.
But there's a lot of floor though that they can be on besides the one
you might drop
right by
something.
my feet.
So
Okay.
do you get mad at the dog?
nah.
Oh, okay.
Can't get mad
You
at
don't
him.
punt. You don't punt her across the floor.
I don't think Bill gets mad. First of all,
He's
We've talked about
cross-eyed.
this. I have seen Bill mad one
Oh,
time.
that's right. It involved a boat.
It involved a boat.
A boat
Yes,
ramp.
That's right.
And also a trailer.
Right. That's right.
I wasn't there.
So yeah, it was good. I never. Yeah, it's okay.
But
We've
I can
laughed
under-
about it since then.
I can
So know.
understand how a boat and a ramp would
Yeah.
make somebody upset.
Yes,
Throw a little
indeed.
wind in there and then just.
Yes.
I was just trying to be helpful. That's all I was trying to
And
do.
when you have an audience watching, that just makes it much more fun.
even
Oh,
more fun.
man, alive.
No doubt.
Yeah, you can have a meltdown on a boat ramp.
I used to go down set the boat ramp down there and just kind of watch people.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Get some popcorn.
Pack a lunch.
It's entertaining.
It's good. It's good stuff. It's good
That's
stuff.
really bad backing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guy's terrible.
Watch
He's
this.
terrible. Watch this.
Watch this.
He's
this
worse
guy's
than
gonna,
I am.
This guy's going to.
That's terrible.
He's going to scream at his wife any
yeah.
second
Yep.
because
Count-
she's not doing it right.
Count it down.
Yeah,
Yep.
for
Count
sure.
it down. Yep.
So, did you have dogs growing up?
Yeah, beagles. We had a weird dog. Dad, I don't know where Dad got him. You ever heard of a Basenji?
No, I can't say that I have.
It's supposedly it was an African
He's
hunting
been to Africa. You never heard of Basenji?
No, I didn't even see one.
curly tails like
You don't
a pig.
think you did?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, brown and tan. And yep, that dog,
Never heard of that breed.
that dog caused me to miss my first day of school. He got out and ended up got run over, but
Oh.
anyway, he got loose.
Well, he
By the
never made
school
you miss
bus?
school again, did he?
Nope.
was you ran over by the school
nerve.
bus?
Yeah,
Doggone.
So the
Yeah.
The nerve of that
bus got
dog.
I know
Right.
it. That daggone bus driver, right?
Well,
I haven't liked school since.
sorry that didn't quite go where I thought it was. That's not. I apologize.
You never
No,
We're
so-
laughing about a dead dog. I mean,
That's the charm of the show.
Hey,
though.
we've all been there. We have all been there.
Yeah.
So, but you always now you had beagles.
Yeah.
Did you use them to hunt, or they were just
No,
pets?
my dad did.
Oh, he did.
The ones
Yeah.
I had, just pets.
Yeah. So were that pretty much the breed you always had was around the house because your dad used them to hunt, or did you have other besides the
A lot of mutts.
besides that guy.
Yeah, Squishy. No.
Squishy. Was that his name before or after or what? Okay.
That wasn't nice. I'm sorry. No, we
Bill's really shining on this episode, isn't he? This is why he doesn't talk.
and you probably never will.
He's named his dog as a child that got ran over Squishy.
Wow.
I mean, okay, well, no, so, but beagles were pretty much it.
We had a lot of mutts.
Yeah.
Just all kinds, Heinz,
Yeah.
Heinz 57.
The flavors, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
funny.
Yeah.
so did you have a favorite dog growing up? Like your dog? Like were you ever like really
We had a dog.
uber attached to
Dog.
one for yourself?
Yeah, we had a dog named Rocky that was in my bed.
And was it a mixed breed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And where did you get it? Like just where did we get? Because I think a lot of us had just like mixed breed dogs back then. They were, they weren't the. Now it's what do they call it? Like boutique.
Oh, gosh.
Like the crossbreeding and stuff is.
Yeah, mercy.
And they charge you an arm
Yeah.
and a leg for them.
Right.
But back then, I mean, we never. A lot of people didn't have. Full-blooded, breeds.
No.
Most of them were kind of behind.
We had no
57.
papers with our dogs.
No, right?
No, I
Yeah.
questioned some of the beagles if they were all.
I mean, I can
Ron
remember.
Conley has that in his song, doesn't he? My dog doesn't have a pedigree.
Yeah. I can remember going to. I don't know if you guys can, like going to a store or something, and there'd be somebody with like a laundry basket with puppies, and they were like free puppies, and you could just take one home with you. I don't know if do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Of course, they were usually mixed breeds or whatever, but
Right.
Yep.
old Rocky was your.
Yeah,
was your.
he's a good dog. Good dog.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So, Curt, cats or dogs?
So I have a use for both of them, actually. I'm sorry to evade the question like that, but I grew up when we were little. I had a cat. It was a brown and white cat named Penrod, and he lived for over 20 years. Yeah.
No way.
So from the time I can remember, he was there till the time I left for college. He was still there.
Wow.
And just a great cat. And I love a cat's attitude on stuff.
I'm with you.
I mean, it's funny because, they are below us, but they have this attitude like they are
Oh,
godlike.
yes.
So, which I think is funny.
I do too.
I find it funny.
Me too.
But yeah, he was a great cat. But I love dogs. Love dogs. I would love someday to have a German Shepherd. That's my dream dog. I've
Yeah.
never had one before. I'd love to have one. But now we have housed a new cat at our house. It's an outdoor cat, and it came to us. It was about 6 months old, a year old. Greatest cat I've ever had in my life. He is a mouser and just takes care of any rodent that comes around.
Now, is it a Tom or have you had it neutered or is it a female? What is it?
Oh, it's a male.
Okay.
It's a male cat. Yeah,
Intact,
and he's
though?
been taken care of. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been.
So he stays around the house.
He
is
does.
okay.
He does. And but anyway, he came with a name already. And I thought about changing it, but I didn't. And the kids love it. His name's Chicken.
That's great.
That's a great name.
His name's Chicken, and we love him. I mean, literally, he's a lovey cat, and it's amazing because he'll pull up. We've taken pictures of all his confirmed kills over the course of the 6 months that he's been with us, and of course he'll drag it up to the sidewalk because
Of course.
he wants to show.
They want you to show
wants to
off,
it.
yeah.
So it's been
the family
a
need.
mouse, it's been a mole. I mean, it's been several. So
Awesome.
I think he even got into a frog that was a little bit bigger. But he's been great. I just love Chicken. He's definitely my favorite now.
That is
So,
hysterical. What a
yeah.
great name.
But yeah, kids love it.
That's
Chicken.
funny.
And when we took him to the vet, and we're going through the whole process. And what's his name? Chicken. Oh, we don't see chickens. I said no.
That's
the
his name.
cat is named Chicken. So yeah, there's a little bit of confusion there, but we're good now. We're good now.
So funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a cat. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love it. Well, stick around. We'll hear about Mark's preference
Right.
and mine too.
Problems.
Yes, and problems coming up after this
Come
quick
with
break
that.
at the general store.
Just want to talk a little bit about our newest sponsor, partner here at the General Store, For Good Reasons Roofing. They're a family-owned company, and they serve South Central Indiana. Have you ever needed a good roofing company? You want somebody that you can trust? For Good Reasons is your local source for professional roof replacement, storm damage repair, and gutter installation service. They're founded on 4 simple principles: honesty, integrity, quality, and kindness. When you choose For Good Reasons, you're going to know you're in good hands from start to finish. From their transparent price quotes to their commitment to offering the highest quality products and the after installation that follows. They don't just install and leave. They're going to be back to follow up. For Good Reasons is the professional roofing company you've been looking for and can trust. Give them a call, 812-360-4469, or visit them on the web at forgoodreasons.com. That's the number 4, goodreasons.com, and tell them the crew at the General Store sent you.
We want to thank one of our great partners, the AME Group. They can be your partner, a technology success partner. They design, plan, procure, implement, support, and manage all aspects of business technology so you don't have to worry about it. Sounds like a great deal to me. If you are considering using a managed technology service, give Orion Saft a call at 812-320-0389. A friend of Curt's for over 40 years, and that tells you a lot about Orion. He's a stick-to-it kind of guy. You can trust Orion with your company's tech
Very loyal.
needs.
Very loyal.
And know that he'll take care of your business just like he takes care of his own. The AME Group. Be sure and check them out.
Let me tell you about a friend of mine that I go see quite often, Curt. His name's Chad. And I go there because I take great care of my car.
Yeah.
You know, I got to depend on it. And it's at Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center. It's located at 1357 South Liberty Drive.
Now, where exactly is?
Right near Menards.
Right near Menards.
Everybody knows where Menards is.
Everybody knows that.
And soon everybody's going to know where Chad's
That's
is.
right.
Because after they go once, they're stuck. And when you go the 7th time, it's free. So that's
Free.
why you're going to keep going and going.
That's
and
why
going.
you go.
That's right.
I need in on this.
And it's right. That's exactly
I
right.
don't blame you. I can't
He
wait.
also has a shop on State Road 46 in Ellisville to take care of anything more demanding than
Right.
an oil change.
Right.
Fortunately, I've never had to go there because I've been taking care of on the oil change and do that preventative maintenance. But if you do need that,
Yeah.
he's the guy to go to.
He's the man.
So go see Chad at Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center at 1357 South Liberty Drive.
All right, welcome back to the General Store. We're going to wrap up here with Curt because I didn't get to ask you. So we heard about the favorite cat you had
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
Over 20 years. That's incredible.
Yeah.
But cats can live quite a bit longer
Right,
than
right.
dogs.
Well, he was
but-
spoiled. He was an indoor cat.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
kind of
They have a much
on his
longer
throne.
lifespan.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite dog growing up, though? Like one that was like really kind of your dog?
Yeah, we had a dog named Ginger. He was a Cocker Spaniel, and
His name was Ginger?
his name was Ginger. Yeah, he had red hair.
It was a red-
Yeah, it was
yeah.
a red-haired dog, but loved him. Now, the quirky thing about him, now get this, he had epilepsy, and he would have
Seizures?
a
Like
seizure,
full on?
full-on seizure that we would just be with him until, I mean, he would like stretch out, you know, and you could tell he was going into it, and we would just, you know, kind of hold him and protect him and everything else. But yeah, we love Ginger. That
Now,
was a
how old
great
did he
dog.
live to be, though?
Not very long. Not very long.
with epilepsy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't very long, and probably 6 or 7 years maybe. So, but yeah, great dog. We've had other dogs since then, but I've had a lot of good luck with animals. I love. We're all animal people in my family, except for that one cat that I hit. going out the driveway.
That would just stink to run over your own
really sucked.
pet.
Yeah, it really sucks because I tried to save him after that, and that cost money, and put him down anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so, but that's part of it. It's
Yeah,
part of being a
that's
pet owner.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah.
Tom Ellsworth had told me when the boys were little, because Perry didn't want a dog, and the boys were little, and I was wanting to get a dog, and Tom Ellsworth said, you know what, I always encourage parents to get pets for their kids so that they can experience that death before they experience a grandparent's death. Or I mean, that's a good way to introduce death to a child, because you
That's
don't
reality.
want, I mean, that sorrow, and that's just kind of the circle
Yeah.
of life, right?
That's
And so I
really
thought that
good
was
point.
really good.
Yeah.
Really good. It's kind of a learning
It is. Totally. Because they become one of the family.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
it's tough.
And a lot of times you like them better than your family. So yeah,
I mean, they
I
don't talk back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling you there.
You know,
Feeling you.
so, yeah.
So, Mark, cats or dogs?
I'm definitely a dog person, no doubt. I was raised mostly with dogs. Had a few barn cats, but we do have a cat now, though.
How in-house?
Maddie's a big animal, and Bryce both are animal lovers. We do. The cat does sneak in once in a while. Yeah.
Oh, so he tries to
Sneak
get in.
in.
Yeah.
It's a female. Her name is, its original name, Kitty is her name.
Oh, that's a good name.
I don't think anybody's ever used that one.
Now, how in the world did you come up with that?
Yeah, that's
Very, very unique.
Was that like a panel that you put together in a study?
It took Maddie about 3 weeks to come up with that name.
Wow.
What's the name?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be Kitty.
Kitty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she was already going, here, kitty, 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 kitty. And so she was like, you know what? I think I'll just stick with that.
Right.
Yeah.
It works.
We had,
Or she's a big Gunsmoke fan, probably.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah, we had 2 cats before that. And they go, like Curt said, they go quick. You got to be careful with cats.
They do.
Especially. We had Phoenix and we had Arizona.
And now you've got Kitty.
Now we've got Kitty. Yeah, we decided to get away from the Steve Miller. Others from the Steve Miller song, Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So, okay, but you're really more of a dog guy.
Yes, we have 2 dogs right now. Renata is very attached to our mini golden doodle.
Which who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
Have you met Cooper?
No.
Oh
Cooper
my gosh. Oh
looks
my
like
God.
a teddy bear.
Full size?
Looks like a.
Or is it more of a mini?
It's a mini. Yeah.
No.
About 30
he's-
pounds, 19 pounds.
My kids want him bad.
Yeah.
Only 19 pounds? So that's a little, that's
Yeah, it's not-
Harper's
not real
size
big.
or a little
Yeah,
smaller.
exactly. About the same size.
Now he goes everywhere with her, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
To the office, everything.
Everything. Yeah. Everything. Everywhere. And he is very attached to her.
Yeah.
You do not want to mess with her. Or
Really?
Come to her. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very attached. And then we have a small Chihuahua named Scooby.
Scooby.
Kurt's met Scooby.
Yes. Yeah. Scooby does not like me at all.
Really?
Not even
Are you
close.
too big?
I'm not sure. I've tried.
Scooby doesn't like a lot of things, so
Yeah.
don't feel bad.
Yeah,
do feel a little bad.
Chihuahuas are kind of a
They're
little.
long livers, believe me.
They have long livers? I didn't know that about
They
Chihuahuas.
live a long time.
Oh, long livers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
thought they had.
living.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
thought they
thought-
had long livers. I didn't know.
I thought it was
that.
an organ.
Very
he was
long
talking about.
livers.
That's really shocking
Yeah.
because they're not very big.
Right.
Their gallbladder's really small, but the liver's very large.
Really long.
Very unusual about
Long liver.
Chihuahuas.
Dr. Raper over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you have a favorite? Like, did you have
we had
growing up?
mostly collies, I think, when we were growing up.
Oh.
We had a dog named Tugger, who he got the name from playing tug of war with us, and he was very good with the grain sacks. And we would play tug of war with him.
And he was a collie?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And he got ran over, like
Oh.
you were saying. When we were going, we came home, and he was in the road.
Oh.
That was tough.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my first dealings was death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would you say that Tugger was kind of your? That's the dog of your childhood, or
Not
did you have
it
a
was
favorite?
all 3 of the boys loved Tugger. Yep. Tugger was definitely our favorite. I mean, it was a tough little dog and very protective of the family. Yep. But we grew on a farm. He ran free, and
Right.
one of his bad things, he liked to chase cars, and
Yeah.
that was his downfall.
Yeah.
Of course. So happens.
Yeah.
Yep,
No
for
doubt.
sure.
No doubt.
Well, for me, I mean, growing up when I was little, I got a cat every year for my birthday.
Wow.
Because
same
I
cat?
don't and now that I think about it, I don't know what happened to the cat. But by the time my birthday would roll around again, I
time for
needed
a cat.
another cat. So I don't know what happened to him.
No kidding.
But we lived out in the country, so I don't know
Yeah.
if they just ran off or
Right.
coyotes or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like I was always getting a new kitten. I loved cats growing up.
Yeah.
My aunt Audrey she was a cat person, and I think just from that I was very close to her, so I always loved
Yeah.
cats. But we had a cat growing up, and I love cats. Perry will not, and I'm not going to fight that battle
Oh, no.
because I fought the battle to get Harper, the
Right,
dog.
right.
And we got the dog, but I don't want to. He'll have a coronary if I bring a cat in the house. I mean, he just doesn't like them.
I really am against cats in the house. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like cats in the.
Well, and I think cats are. There's a lot more people allergic to cats than they are dogs. And
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely,
So,
yeah.
and so I don't want to fight that battle, but
Right.
I absolutely love cats, and I love them because they're like you were saying, they're buttholes. I mean, they are just like I mean, they think they run the.
Which is funny.
It's hilarious
Because they're just little.
But man, they've got attitude.
Oh.
They've got such an attitude,
Crazy
which
attitude.
I love that. But we had a cat. I can remember when I was younger. And of course, I had two older brothers, Randy and Rick, and they always had the Hot Wheel tracks.
Right.
And they had this Hot Wheel. It was like a garage, so it's kind of like this, but it was bigger, and you would put the tracks into it, and it was kind of battery operated. And as the car would go through it, it'd shoot it out the other side and give it speed.
Yeah,
and then it would
that
way it would be enough speed to get it around the rest of the track.
Yeah.
Well, this cat's name was Charlie. And he loved that thing. And you know how, and this is the thing I love about cats, when they get up, they get their butt up in the air and they get to doing like this. So he'd do that. He'd sit right there and wait for those cars to come through. And man, when that car would shoot through there, he'd chase that car. We would just do that for hours. But cats like that are just, cat videos on like TikTok or YouTube or any social media that shows cat videos. They're just so funny. I love cats, but I'll never have it.
Especially cat fails. When the cat
yes,
fails,
falls off.
Exactly.
Yes.
Trying to do something.
Yeah.
Total failure. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do they really jump at? I see this on YouTube. Cucumbers, they turn around. And
Yes,
I've
scares
seen
them.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know.
That's weird.
They're
Something
just
about
the
it.
funniest
Yeah.
animals.
Oh, they're
I
hilarious.
love them.
Yeah.
But growing up, I mean, as I got a little older, no more cats. We always had dogs. Like my dad had, and we lived out in Unionville, on the road that would go down to Riddle Point Beach, and right at the road. And we had a lot of dogs get hit, unfortunately. But we had like Malamutes and Huskies, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, Dad always had a dog, but and at one time we had chows.
Wow.
Which are
they're big.
They can be kind of aggressive, but they're very protective. There were actually Chinese dogs that they would use like to hunt lions and stuff. Like Okay. And so I had a chow, which was kind of my dog. Her name was Moochie. Isn't that great? But Moochie.
Do I even want to know how you got that name?
I don't know how I got that name, but I love that name.
Not Smoochie.
No, Moochie.
Moochie. Okay, I got you.
But Moochie, I loved Moochie, and she ran off and never came back. We didn't know where she went. I was so heartbroken. Come to find out, she would go out and run and chase rabbits or whatever, and she had gotten onto a nearby or adjacent farm, and there was an old tree that had fallen and was hollow, and she was chasing a rabbit, and she got stuck in the log. And couldn't get out and just died there, which breaks my heart because you know what that was, Yeah. So that was heartbreaking for me. But the dog probably that was for us the best family dog ever was Odin. And I don't even know where Dad got him, but he was kind of a...
Maybe Odin, Indiana?
No. Okay. But the funny thing about this dog, he was red. He kind of looked like a German short hair... Weimaraner kind of mix, but he was kind of a reddish color. He was the best dog. But Odin is the god of thunder, right? Scared to death of thunder. Like he was scared to death of thunder. So I don't know if that's why he ended up getting that name or what. But like I can remember, and he was kind of really my brother Rick's dog, but we all loved him. And like when Rick would ride his bicycle over to my grandparents' house, Odin would like follow him and like. He'd get into fights with dogs along the way to protect Rick, you know what I mean? Things like that. But
wow.
So yeah, that's kind of my favorite dogs growing up. But of course now I have Harper, but as we had this conversation going, I realized Harper's probably a cat. Cuz she's a butthole.
Because of the attitude.
Well, but like you said like your cat won't look at you, right?
Right.
Like you can go chicken, and then he'll just say, Harper does the same thing to me. Like she'll side eye me.
Right.
But I'll go, Harper. And she'll go, like she'll kind of, and she knows I'm talking to her, but she will not
be a cat.
She is such a jerk.
Because the cat that I had before Chicken.
Cat trapped in a dog's body.
So it would be, I'm not kidding you, below zero, winds, skin cracking cold, right? Snow, and I would open the door and see the cat. Cat's name is Hershey. And I would say, Hershey, come on inside. I was going to put him inside in the cage and, let him sleep. And he would come running to the door like he was going to come in and just stop And I said, it's cold, and I've got the door open. Get in here.
Oh my!
Nope.
They are just.
It's you want me to come in?
I'm not
I'm
doing
not
it.
coming in. I'm
Yep.
not coming in. No, I'm not doing it.
Yep.
I said, I finally shut the door on him. I said, sleep out there. I don't
Yeah,
care.
fine.
That's their attitude.
Yeah.
It's like if you want something from a cat, forget it.
I'm convinced Harper's a cat.
It could be.
I mean,
It could
like,
be.
I'll get now when she wants love, like she'll demand that I lay down so she can lay on me. But if I try to get up and love, she hates it when you get in her face. Like she'll growl at you.
Oh.
I mean, like she's not going to bite us or whatever,
Right.
but she's like
Get
bossy.
space.
Like, she
Yeah.
hates when you get in her face.
So she's got her demands that she.
Oh, she's so bossy.
okay.
And she, I mean, Griffin, and of course, Griffin, he's all up in her space and it just drives it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. But Griffin will like, and he does it on purpose, and she just like, I mean, she's like,
She didn't like it
oh, she can't stand it. Of course,
Yeah.
he does it more
because she didn't like it.
because she doesn't like it. So I'm
So
pretty
who's
sure.
really the cat there?
So right, yeah, exactly. So now I know that Harper's a cat.
Right.
She's a cocker spaniel, but I
Yeah.
think in a cat in a dog's body.
right,
for
trapped.
sure.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
she's cat dog. Did you ever see the cartoon
Yeah.
Cat Dog?
I did not. No.
Kids
Yeah.
love that show.
I think that's
Cat
Harper.
dog.
Very bizarre.
Well, that's been a fun conversation,
Sure.
man. And I just encourage you. I know a lot of people have different feelings about this. First of all, they're animals. They're not humans.
Please keep that
And
in mind.
Keep that in mind.
Yes.
But I think every kid should have that experience of having a pet.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And so
Absolutely.
just keep that,
Yeah.
consider it, I guess.
And as Bob Barker would always say,
Spay and neuter your pets.
that's right.
For sure.
That's
Very
right.
important.
Please.
Well, thanks for joining us on this first Friday in December.
Wow.
Unbelievable. We hope you have a blessed week. If it's the Lord's will, we'll see you back in here next Friday at the General Store.